Now, you might be wondering, how does a card game, no, a digital card game, become popular, let alone popular enough to be a major esport with hundreds of thousands of dollars in prize money to be won? Well, great question. It's like this.
Hearthstone's roots were already planted in the rich soil of esports long before it was created. As you can see in its full name, Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. It was Warcraft 3's mod Defense of the Ancients, or Dota for short, that started the entire competitive MOBA genre back in 2003. Hearthstone doesn't play like a MOBA because it's a card game, but the strength, cost and ability of each card in the game relates to a character taken from the Warcraft universe. It's this heritage that makes Hearthstone such a varied, compelling and balanced game to play. The classes Mage, Hunter, Druid, Priest, Paladin, Warlock, Warrior, Rogue and Shaman all have well-established strengths and weaknesses, with the player able to build a deck of 30 cards that play to the best of these strengths. And with over 681 cards to collect, there are tons of decks and strategies that have taken people to the top. Of course, the appeal for more casual players is the moment when you get a new pack of cards. As the pack explodes open, one card is guaranteed to be rare, or epic, or even legendary, and it could be gold. Someone, take my money, I want more packs.
But back to esports. Now, while other esports games can be won or lost entirely on player skill alone, Hearthstone also requires knowledge, wits, and no small amount of luck.
The order the cards appear in your hand, the order of your opponent's card draw, the percentage chance of hitting the right minion all come into play and must all be accounted for. What if you don't have a card to play until turn 5? Well, don't worry about that. You've already lost. There are good cards and bad cards, but like any great recipe, all the ingredients need to blend. Otherwise it could burn, and the flavors will be bad and poisonous. Getting this balance right is called card synergy, and this helps get the maximum value out of your deck. Becoming a pro requires knowing all these great pairings, not only so you can use them, but also defend against them. Hearthstone is a bit like poker, really. Poker mixed with chess, with some explosions and comedy, and you don't have to gamble all your money away. I mean, you can through buying packs, but you don't have to. But you probably will.
With all of Hearthstone's esports heritage, it's surprising to note that it wasn't originally designed to be an esport.
The developer Blizzard is one of the biggest in the world, especially in esports, with Warcraft, StarCraft and Heroes of the Storm to its name. During the Hearthstone beta testing phase, fans requested spectator mode to watch their favourite players, and the company obliged. Blizzard went on to hold tournaments to see if Hearthstone had the chops to make it as a competitive esport, and were pleased with the result. Now, with 30 million players worldwide, Hearthstone has earned its own World Championship tournament, taking place at BlizzCon in Anaheim, California. Only 16 players will make it to this stage in November to duke it out for the illustrious and very blue cup. Smaller tournaments held worldwide are worth little in prize money, but offer valuable points to get seeded into the regional qualifiers. Finishing a month of ranked play in the top 100 of your region will also score you these deliciously rare points.
But really, to make it into the World Champs, you need to finish in the top 4 of your whole region. Europe, the Americas, Asia Pacific, and China. Yes, China gets its own region, because Blizzard said so.
From here, it's Conquest mode. Best of 5 with your 3 different heroes and personally crafted decks presented to judges ahead of the tournament. Once you win a game, you must then change hero for the remainder of the match. The first to defeat their enemy with all 3 of their heroes is named the winner. The World Championship is now building up to its 2nd year, with a grand prize of $100,000 coming out of a $250,000 prize pot. It's certainly modest when compared to the millions on offer with League of Legends and Dota 2, but for a game that only released in 2014, it's nothing to sniff at.
Is Hearthstone going to be the game that will carry you into the Virgin Media Gaming Hexathlon, or do your decks need a bit more spice? Well, check out our next video with 10 pro tips to help you crush your opponents into oblivion.